Hey everybody, I am making a special light kit. You see right back here on the back of my pickup. This looks a little odd, I'm sure. You have probably seen my other videos. If you haven't, go look at them, because what I'm working on right now, the light kit. Now, you can go buy you these never stay on magnetic lights. And these are garbage in my view. They fall off. This one here is a little beat up from hitting the ground, dragging down the road, and the wiring is just crap too. Harbor Freight sells them. This is Harbor Freight crap item number 459, but who's counting? So what I've got here is I've got a set of regular Peterson, you see right there upside down, trailer lights. And what I've done is I've just taken a piece of angle, and now in my case this is perforated angle, and I have a light on each side that I mounted, so you can see that they mounted on both sides with proper wiring. So I have my yellow wire and my green wire going over here for my turn signals, and I have the brown wire doubled up coming from right here, but I had that doubled up so that I had my running lights, so they light when the headlights are on, and then of course turn signals left and right. Now what I did is I came off of this with a regular plug, just like that. Now I haven't used this in a long time, so I had to actually go test it to make sure I knew how I wired it. And you're wondering, how will this help me in making this to tow a car with, or to tow a trailer with, or to anything that I want to tow, motorhome, tow vehicle, whatever? How would this help me? Well, this gets just clamped on, or you can actually take and mount it into a receiver like this with just a bar coming out, and you can mount this easily. And what you use is just an extension cord. When you mount it, you'll ground it. If you can't ground it, just like I'm testing it right now, you'll just use a clip on it to ground it off. So what I've got here is just a regular extension cord. So I'm going to have my right turn signal, my left turn signal, and my running lights run through an extension cord, and this is a 50-footer all laying here, and it allows me just to use any length of extension cord that I can zip tie off down the length of the load, the trailer, the old travel trailer, which is what we're going to go get. And you'll see me hook this up and see how well it works. Now the old travel trailer, I don't want to trust its lighting, and I just want to move it, and by law you got to have something lights working. So what we're going to do here is this end will plug into this end of the outlet on the extension cord, and this end here will plug into this when I wire this into this regular female outlet right here. And as soon as I get this done, we'll show you how it works. All right, now I've wired this up, and I've got this with the correct terminals, and you might choose a different one, but it's wired up, so it's going all the way back to here into my 7-4, and you'll see how that works. And this is the one coming from the light bar. This is the brake light bar that we have here. And of course, this is brought to you by Mountain Dew. So, just kidding. All right, so we're gonna plug this in, and then I'll have my assistant turn on the running lights. All right, turn the lights on. So you'll see that they're on. All right, give me a right blinker. So you see it has a right blinker now. Left blinker. You see how well that works? So what I've done is I've built myself a bar that can be used from vehicle to vehicle to vehicle, and it doesn't require magnets that do not work worth a damn. So if you want to build you one of these, it's cheap. It's going to cost you about 20 bucks. And the best part is that you can use extension cord, just any extension cord on this. So you'll see here that I have the extension cord. In this case it's a 50-foot 12-gauge cord, and you can use 16-gauge cheap Walmart cord you get. It's plenty for doing this kind of stuff with. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this one in on this side, and you can see up here lights are all off here. And then we're going to plug this in that was made to the light rack into here, because all you're using is a running light and then a left and a right turn, and then one wire, which in this case is the white wire. And you can see what I did with it. I just folded it back out here, left it exposed so I can hook it to a ground. And then you have working lights again. See, working lights. And over there, back to right blinker. So back to go. And this way you can run it down the length with anything you're going to tow. Car, motorhome, doesn't matter. And I ran 100-foot cord and pulled 2 trailers doing this. And just put this on the very end of it, clamped it off on the ground, made some jumper cables with some small clips from each one of them to make sure I got good ground, and it all worked great. So this is an idea you can try. It's easy to build, and I'm going to show you this on the trailer that we're going to be towing home on how to hook this up. And it works great, so you can go salvage something. You can haul a trailer that's got bad wiring is bad. Always have one of these available, and it's going to come out to be your friend. So let's go to that trailer now. Right now, like I said, we were going to be picking up a fifth wheel. Folks, this is a 1973 fifth wheel that is a Winnebago. And I just dare you to go enter in Winnebago fifth wheel. Anything prior to the very recent years pretty much don't exist. And this thing, you're going to see a lot more on it. We're going to be doing an AC unit install. We're actually going to take, because it's a walk-up, but it's a kind of a low-profile walk-up. I mean, I'm too tall. So my wife's okay, she can pretty much stand up in it, but we're going to raise that up. And you'll see. This is significant because it's not lap build. It's very well built. In fact, all the doors on it are really solid. And this right here is for a 10-foot bed. This all right here. It's not really made for an 8-foot bed like my truck. It's actually made for a 10. So back here's where the lights are going. And we're just going to clamp them on with a couple of big C-clamps. And I couldn't exactly put them where I wanted to because it's got 2 spare tire holders. And this is a big Chieftain. Pretty good design. Over the years it's met its match, but it's been inside of a building. Let me show you inside that building right quick. It's been sitting in here for almost 30 years. And it's rarely ever been out. It's absolutely interior. There's no damage anywhere in this fifth wheel. So let's get the lights hooked up and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now what I've done is I put some jumper cables onto the battery box, part of the frame, and ran them down and hooked them to my frame, let the weight of the cable sit inside. And right here is that plug going into my 7 to 4, and it's plugged in, and the wire, we're giving it some slack, will run all the way down, and I've got some zip ties for tying it off on things. We'll run all the way down, and right now you have lights that are on, and we're going to do a blinker check, but this is exactly how you do it. You just run the wire down the side of the trailer or whatever you're going to haul. You have your lights mounted on the back with, of course, the C-clamps, and we have, I don't know if you can see that, the sun's kind of bright. We have flashing lights on the left side, and we have lights on the other side. So pretty good. All right, that's how you do it. It's not that hard of a job. We're going to bring this old beast home, fix her up. All right, we've got her home, and it is going to go up in the shop where we can redo the roof with a rubber membrane on it. And this trailer is very antique and very old. And look at the 70s coming back. The 1970s, nice big front end on it there. Very big bedroom. It's got a nice little cool rail, big table. And I mean, you can just look at the condition. This thing spent most of its life stored. Has no miles on it. Everything is just spotless clean other than dust. And refrigerator's nice. I went ahead and plugged her in. Everything's working good. Refrigerator's starting to cool. So pretty nice setup. It's got the control for power back in here, and real nice toilet, pretty good sized bathroom back here in the back. A lot of stand-up room everywhere. Slider door. But this is an original Winnebago, and unlike a lot of them, that one in there has fiberglass fenders, which is really, really odd. So if you look in here, the fenders are made of fiberglass. They're not sheet metal. Really well built, and the whole thing is in really good shape. So not bad for $1,000. This $1,000 28-foot fifth wheel, and we're going to be taking this vent out and putting in an air conditioner unit. And this one here, unlike most, is actually framed in aluminum, and it has some wood. It does have some wood, but its subframe, or its main frame, structurally every 4 feet is aluminum, and then everywhere else it's wood. But it's in good shape. It's got one little spot right there that don't look too bad. There's no rot anywhere. It's nice and clean, and for a trailer to be made in December of 1972, it's in really good shape. I mean, it's beautiful. Not an ounce of rot anywhere. Solid, very solid. So we're going to be changing out the old Dexter Dexstar 944 rims, and I've done some videos on that in the past, and we're going to do a little bit of work. And like I said previously, we're going to actually take and raise that roof up a foot, because right now it's 5'5". I'm 6'1". It sucks. And the rest of it is in real good shape. Just faded, needs a wax job. All right, y'all look forward to some projects done on this fifth wheel as well as my old Holiday Rambler this winter time, because I'm extending my shop. And as far as solid as rock. Not bent or damaged anywhere. All right, guys, y'all look for this. And if you want to know what a 1973 Winnebago looks like, if you've never seen one, there it is. Make your own light kits, salvage your trailers, or like this one, fix it up. Not a bad job, eh? Pretty good setup there. I'll be putting my shell back on soon. All right, guys, y'all watch for the changes we make.